Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey. And are we ready to admit that James Gunn Superman is full of bullshit in a body bag? Because that's what the fuck it is. That's what the hell it is. Because he sat up there and removed the viral Superman flying with the two messed up damn eyes from his eye shot. He said he removed it because it was a TV commercial. It was a TV commercial, he claimed. It was a TV commercial, and it wasn't finished visual effects shots, and I didn't love the shot. So it's not even the shot that's in the movie. So you removed it. You removed it because you got backlash from the shit. And while you at it, can you remove that Superman screaming in the fucking sunlight? Remove that too while the fuck you at it. At this point, we need to call a spade a spade. This shit look like it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what to tell y'all. Like y'all trying to glaze James Gunn, trying to sit up here and say Zack Snyder is horrible, but look at him. I mean, for God's sake, Superman got heat burns on his eye, around his eyes when he does his laser beam. That doesn't happen with Superman. I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all. That's not how Superman works. And it's funny how a lot of y'all. It's funny how a lot of y'all will swear up and down that this is the Superman we want. A Superman that's barely strong. I mean, James Gunn literally admitted that his Superman is not that damn strong. So then he's not Superman, and he's a metahuman. No, he's not, which is crazy because there are people who are arguing me down, talking about he is because he's Kryptonian, and I'm like, okay, he's an alien. That's not metahuman. He's not metahuman. He is not human. He is not born of human. He is an alien who happened to fall to Earth, and because he's on Earth, he gets superpowers because of the Earth's yellow radiated sun. That is not metahuman. Metahuman is somebody who's born with powers in the DC universe. He's not metahuman. Mr. Terrific is not metahuman. He is just a black guy who is very intelligent and intelligent enough to create technology and stuff and equipment to become a superhero. Guy Gardner is not a fucking metahuman. He has a damn power ring that allows him to do things, right? And in this Hawk Girl, this version, Kendra Sonder is not metahuman because she was not born with that with because she's not born with her Thanagarian physiology. She is a human who has memories of her past life that lets her access the Neth metal, which is a belt that has wings and a mace that gives her the ability to do everything that she needs. But without that stuff, she is not metahuman. You get what I'm saying? When Kendra Sandra do not have the Hawk Girl stuff on, she does not have any powers at all. All right? So that means she is not metahuman. Metahuman is Black Canary, the second Black Canary, Dinah Lauren Lance. She was born with the canary cry. She was just born with it, right? That's how that works. You get what I'm saying? Zantana, metahuman, magic. She was born with the ability of magic. You get what I'm saying? Raven, metahuman. She's half demon, half human. She was born with her powers. You get what I'm saying? Fire and ice, metahumans, born with the ability of ice for ice, and fire, born with the ability of green flame and to imbue her body into green flames. That is metahuman. You get what I'm saying? Y'all got to know the difference between metahuman and metahuman and aliens and people who've been experimented. Well, no, because even people who've been experimented on and got powers still consider metahumans. So never mind. I was just about to damn lie. You know, Metamorpho, he will be metahuman because he wasn't born with his powers, but he was experimented to get his powers. Plastic Man, same thing, experimented on all that kind of stuff. But anyway, the reason why I'm saying that is because somebody was like, "Oh, so," because somebody was trying to say that, "Oh, look, the Snyder Bros got James Gunn to remove it." So you're admitting that majority of the fandom is Snyder? Are you admitting that majority of the fans are Snyder Bros? Because it's been a lot of people against James Gunn, and y'all keep saying that, oh, it's just the Snyder cult is, the vocal minority. Well, clearly they couldn't be the vocal minority. They couldn't have been. You can't. It's not a vocal minority if he sat up there and removed it. You get what I'm saying? And then that embarrassing Superman and Lois clip. I mean, stop it. Stop it. Even Superman and Lois had them arguing the same thing without them getting or without Lois being a condescending bitch. Even even in Batman versus Superman Dawn of Justice, when Superman and Lois was talking on the balcony about the rights and wrongs or whatever and stuff like that, and they had their argument, but they didn't do it where Lois was yelling at Superman. You know what I mean? Like you got to understand conversation between couples have to happen, mature conversation, especially when we're talking about the rights and wrongs of politics or whatever. Because Lois is still at the end of the day a journalist too, so she's gonna question Clark as a journalist. Yes, they may be husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, but she's still gonna when things happen, she's still gonna question Clark in a journalist tone, and he's going to respond to her as best he can, but in a mature, calming way. Not whatever the hell David Cornsweet and um I forgot what her real name is is. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand like how y'all think that this is supposed to be appropriate when it's not. It is immature at best. The CGI is slop on slop, and then they're talking about they think the movie might make between 90 million to 125 million dollars worldwide in its opening weekend. Oh, okay, okay. I don't get that one, but all right, y'all sitting up here talking mighty stuff, and then people are trying to be like, oh, it's Snyder's fault for the hate for James Gunn stuff, but it's just like it's been over a decade now. You can't keep using that excuse. Just admit that this shit looked like trash. It looks like trash on trash. I mean, even and then the nerve that Peter Safran had the nerve to say that James Gunn is the comic book director of a generation. And what? What has he really done successfully that changed the game in a good way? Because y'all like to try to use Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, first off, he stole that from Nicole, who wrote that shit. Okay? Stole the script from her and then directed that shit. And ousted her ass up out of Marvel. All right? So let's get that fucking straight. And then rewrote the characters to make them fucking jokes, to make them jokes. And because Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 was a success, Marvel was like, oh, you know what? Let's use that same brand of humor and bullshit throughout the rest of their MCU movies. Oh, he's a good one, right? James Gunn has completely destroyed the foundation of superhero movies with his bullshit. And the fact that y'all sit up here trying to pretend like his shit was good. Most of you bitches don't even read Guardians of the Galaxy. I tell people this all the time. Please read Guardians of the Galaxy before 2010. Okay? Read that shit. And then come back to me. Matter of fact, watch the episode of Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes with the Guardians of the Galaxy team. I think they did like a two-part episode. Come back to me and and really tell me James Gunn did so well with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And some of y'all will try to say, well, he did better. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Because if that's the case, we will still be reading Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Kind of funny how the team one was very successful in the 80s, leading up all the way until the mid 2000s, until James Gunn got his hand on the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they can't even sell Guardians of the Galaxy shit no more. Funny how that fucking works, right? And then Peter saying that he's the comic book general. Stop it over Sam Raimi, Christopher Nolan, Zack Snyder, Robert De Niro. Okay, okay, okay. Like y'all really trying it right now. Like be so for real. Like the fact that some of y'all are even the fact that some of y'all are even trying to sit up here and say that Zack Snyder ruined stuff. Oh, Zack ruined so much that let me see, that he brought in I would say an annual, what I would say an average of probably $7.2 billion worldwide. I mean, compared to what James Gunn, I would say because of the numbers, they will probably try to include other things, but as far as just like movie wise, I will probably say for 3 million. I mean 3 billion, probably averaging if you really want to take in consideration, because we already know how Disney plays with numbers a lot. So I really couldn't give all of that to James Gunn because I do know that Disney do play with it. But what I'm saying is that you can't really sit up here and keep using this excuse of, oh, this man is terrible or whatever, when the number is there. The proof is in the pudding. People come in, watch this movie, people show up, merchandise stuff. I mean, hell, y'all can say whatever you want to about Rebel Moon, whether you like it or not. He was still able to sell merchandise with it. You get what I'm saying? He was still able to sell merchandise on an unknown property because of how much of a loyal fan base he has. Whether y'all liked it or not, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he can command an audience. And the same people who said I hate Zack Snyder, y'all be the main ones showing up though. Funny how that works, right? Funny how that works, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But the fact of the matter is that people are starting to question this Superman movie is a problem. Like we really gotta really sit here and be like, okay, what are we doing here? And now they're over here talking about, oh, we're going to also change the name of Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, to just Supergirl to make it easier. And it's just like, okay. And they hoping that it'll be $135 million box office opening, and it's just like, wait, whoa, time out, flag on play. That is a lot of money you expecting from Superman, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't know, because once again, now that they're doing the same thing that Marvel is doing, it makes you have to look at the DC studios and be like, huh, are they paying themselves to make it look like they're doing well in the box office? And another thing too is a lot of the popcorn stuff or whatever for the movie theater. Um, the movie's called Superman, right? So why the fuck is there doggy bowls? Is there doggy bowls? Like there's more dog shit than Superman shit. Like, okay, okay, okay. Like like, come on now, be so for real right now. Um, and then of course they were trying to say, and then people were trying to be like, oh, Zach's, a person from Snyder cultist had said something to James Gunn, and he respond to it. Okay, and that doesn't mean that really don't mean a piss of shit, because if you go back and you had looked up the person that James Gunn was talking to, first off, it was a bot page. Then all of a sudden, it magically got deleted after James Gunn commented on it. Funny how that works, right? Funny how that works because again, there are people like Aaron Reviews, um, what was it, Harsh Critics, you know, the 4KO, Derek Anderson, um, what was it, the God damn it, who am I? I'm drawing a blank on. I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank. Why am I drawing a blank on it? Oh God, what's the what are they? 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 Oh God. Oh Lord. I'm drawing a blank on the on this other one. Oh man. Oh no, not harsh critic. No, what I know it's harsh critics, but um what was it? Harsh critics and oh, what was he on? He was on a podcast, and I'm drawing a blank on him, but they're another one who's like you know you know the Lethal Geeks. Yes, the Lethal Geeks. That's what it was. Lethal Geeks, right? and 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 there's just been a few people online that's been talking negatively about James Gunn or whatever, and he's never replied to none of those people. But then he comes out of nowhere and replies to like this small user who popped out of nowhere and said some shit. Like if that ain't somebody that Warner Brothers wanted James Gunn to reply to, because remember the HBO people admitted that WB has paid bots to create negative press around Snyder. So, hmm, funny how people seem to have forgotten that. You get what I'm saying? Because that means they've been self-sabotaging themselves for a long time. What, you think negative press against Snyder is supposed to help? It didn't help. All it did was make people walk away from this shit. Because think about it, nobody's showing up to these movies, and I keep getting people trying to argue me down on Instagram about the shit, but it's just like it doesn't matter about your feelings, my feelings, or whatever. The logic dictates. I'm sorry to tell you this. I don't care that the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie you love. I don't care that you love Peacemaker. I don't care that you love Creature Commandos. Those all three of those things have flopped. They did not do well for the DC studios. You get what I'm saying? And at the time, the Suicide Squad that James Gunn did was the lowest DCEU movie. You know what I mean? I think so. Like y'all can't keep telling me, "Well, I loved it." Okay, okay, that's great. That's great that you loved it. But guess what? There's a lot more audience who love Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. There was a lot more audience that loved Man of Steel. But then they listened to the people who claimed that they didn't like it and self sabotage themselves. And then what's so funny is once again I'm hearing people talking about, oh, we need something different with Superman. He can't keep being the big blue boy scout and being boring, and he can't keep being evil or whatever. First off, bitch, where you seen Superman being evil at? And on top of that, when they do try something different with Superman outside of Christopher Reeve Superman, y'all get pissy. So what the fuck you want? What the fuck you want? Because James is literally making a Superman movie for dog lovers and children. And the fact that you can walk in stores, which I have, that Superman shit ain't moving. It is not moving. And this is not over exaggeration. I live by a whole bunch of Walmarts and Targets, right? So I can go to plenty of them, right? I live in fucking Georgia. There's Walmarts and Targets every goddamn where. And let me tell you, it ain't moving. It ain't moving. Okay? This Superman shit is not moving. And that's crazy because even Todd McFarlane's direct shit is still moving. Because do you know how hard it is to get some of them toys? Hell, still Wonder Woman is fucking sold out. Wonder Woman is still fucking sold out. And I've been trying to get my hands on that bitch forever. And then all the Batman vs Superman ones are out of damn sale too. And I'm talking about in the store, online, and on Todd McFarlane website. I can't even get this bitch or none of the damn DCEU shit. I'm sick of it. No offense, sorry. That's a little rant because every time I go online to Target and the WalMarts around my area and the Todd McFarlane's, all that shit sold out. But you know what they did have plenty of? Superman from James Gunn. I don't want that shit. Damn, I don't want that shit. That's not what the fuck I want. Hell, I was even trying to get the DCEU Doctor Fate. Shit gone. Shit gone. But they got the classic one. I mean, which is fine. There's no hate on the classic Doctor Fate. There's no hate. I love Doctor Fate. I'm just saying I love Pierce Brosnan's Doctor Fate, and I think he need a movie. I don't care what none of y'all say. I, honestly, that was the best thing out of Black Adam was Doctor Fate. They just didn't use him as much as they should have because he was too powerful. He's too powerful. I get it. I get it. I get it. You had to downplay him. And then that's another thing too. DC has been downplaying Doctor Fate for years, and now people really think that Doctor Strange can beat Doctor Fate, and it's just like, oh, oh, you poor babies, you poor babies. Doctor Fate is way more powerful. Doctor Fate is way more powerful than um than Doctor Strange. And I'm just going to be honest with you with that one. I'm just telling you the truth. Um, we got a real Superman crisis problem going on here with this movie, and it looks like, and on top of that, David Zaslav, they sent him. He actually tried to ask for a raise, and they said, "Nah, bitch, you going down to $6 million. You done lost your mind. You lost us money, bitch." Like I don't know what to tell y'all. Everybody's saying that this shit looks like a joke. And it does look like a joke. And it's okay to say that shit. I understand you want Superman. I understand y'all are so desperate for Superman. But another thing that I tell people, I was like, y'all so desperate for Superman, but a lot of y'all will not pick up the comic books at all, won't watch Superman and Lois, won't even remember what Justice League and Superman the animated series did for the character, but will try to bring up Man of Steel. We'll try to bring up Injustice, and then what was it? The Boys as reasons for why we're tired of evil Superman. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. First off, in Man of Steel and in Justice League, he wasn't even evil. So what are y'all talking about? You want to try that again? And Injustice is a fucking video game. That's it. That is it. Like we've really not gotten this evil Superman thing that a lot of y'all think we have. Injustice is really like the evil Superman, and I'm talking about from DC. Just because other companies are inspired by Superman and decide to make him evil, that doesn't mean that that's Superman. So it's kind of funny how y'all want to bring in. Well, this company did their version of Superman, but they made him evil. Okay, and but that's not Superman though. That's not Superman though. So funny how that works. Once again, I'm just saying, like y'all be doing too much. Y'all be doing too much. I'm just saying. But hey, those are my thoughts. And tell me what you guys think in the comment section below because it is really funny that a lot of people are really trying to throw a lot of things, especially trying to throw Zack Snyder under the bus with this shit. When all you doing is admitting that majority of the fans prefer what Snyder did over James Gunn, if that's the case. Remember, Snyder fans are vocal minority, and yet if they're vocal minority or whatever, how come people still ain't showed up to these DC movies yet? Oh, 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 oh. It's the same thing when they try to be like, oh, fake incels and comic book fans from Marvel is the reason why the MCU is being ruined. Oh, okay. Even though these incels and quote unquote fake comic book fans, the ones who've been telling you like, hey, we don't like this shit. Hey, stop changing the characters' race, gender, and sexuality, right? Oh, okay. Okay. And yet those movies keep filling the box office. Oh, all right, okay. But hey, that's not the here nor there. Those are my thoughts. So much guys in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.